BEAUTÉ, guys. So for today's video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about some very luxurious makeup that I really wish that I could purchase. Now, I mean this very loosely. Like, I don't really wish that I can just go out and buy it like right away. I wish that Santa would bring this to me. Now, I did a video like this last year, just basically talking about makeup that I wish I could buy, but I know I'm never going to because it's just way too pricey and I know I'm not gonna do it. But if jolly old Saint Nick were to drop it off on my chimney during Christmas night, I would not complain. I really wouldn't, because this is stuff that I would love to try, but I just can't get myself around paying this price tag because this stuff is so pricey, like so pricey. But I've heard really good things about each one of these, or some of them I just have been so intrigued by, but I'm not gonna buy it. Like, I know I won't. So what we're gonna do in this video is I'm gonna show you guys every single one of these high-end, very luxurious makeup products that I wish Santa would just drop off on my doorstep. All right, so let's go ahead and let's start off with the first one. Now, this one I talked about during virtual window shopping one time, and I actually thought I was going to buy this. I considered it. I considered it very strongly. And then I decided not to because it doesn't have that much product in it, and I felt like it was kind of like too expensive for the amount of product that it had in it. And then I was like, no, Christina, you're not gonna do it. And I convinced myself from buying this. So this is from Chantecaille. This is the Real Skin and Eye and Face Stick. It's $62 US, and it's small, guys. It's like small. So like I was looking at it and I saw it like on the models, and the models were holding it, and I was like, ooh, that looks kind of like a concealer stick, and it's supposed to be like a face and concealer stick. Like, you're supposed to be able to use this as foundation. And I know the way I use foundation, I put too much on for this little product. So I was looking at this and saying, I really want to try you, but man, I think I would like be rebuying this foundation like every month if I liked it. So I decided to not even tempt myself and not pick it up. So I have another Chantecaille product here because there's a few Chantecaille products that I wanted to try. So this one is their Cheek Gelée. Like, I just love the name Gelée. Like, I wonder who was the people that were sitting together and said, let's call it Cheek Gelée. Like, I don't know, it just sounds so luxurious and beautiful, and it's like something that I really want to put on. But this is like a cream blush that comes in a tube that you would expect it to come in like really glass or something for the price tag. It's $44 and it comes in a tube. But I don't know, it's called the Cheek Gelée, and it makes you really want to try it. And I've seen people put this on and it looks really cool. Like, it honestly looks like a cheek stain that just looks good. And I really would want to buy this, but I'm not going to. And you know, I would definitely want this and I would love to try it. And yeah, so this is one that I almost bought this too. I had to convince myself not to. So this is Tom Ford. This is their lip color sheer, and they're $55. Now, the reason I convinced myself not to buy this is because of the word sheer. And I was like, a sheer $55 lipstick sheer. Like, I don't know, when I'm paying $55, I'm like, damn, I want it to be like opaque. I want this to be like the darkest lipstick ever. You know what I mean? Like, just so I could feel like I paid $55 for this really dark lipstick. Mental, just in my mind, you know, but at the same time, it just looks so beautiful. Like, this packaging, and just the fact that you would have like a sheer lipstick that cost you $55, that you're like, yeah, I paid $55 for this wash of color on my lips, would be really nice. But I wouldn't do it. And but I wouldn't mind trying it, you know. Okay, so this one is from Sisley, Paris, and this is the Blur Expert. This is a powder that costs $95. It's so expensive, guys. Now, my mom actually owns one of these products, and I'll tell you which one it is once we get to it, and it's on my list as well. And I have heard that the Sisley powders are just so beautiful and so finely milled and so amazing. And yes, I would love to put this $95 powder all over my face. I think it would be an amazing experience. But yeah, I wouldn't buy it, you know, so... Okay, so this one is because of Makeup on the Red Carpet. If you guys haven't seen my series, Makeup on the Red Carpet, anytime like big award shows happen, like the Grammys, like the Emmys, any of the big shows, I go and I find out exact makeup products that the artist wore on their face from their makeup artist. And a lot of times they're wearing this Chanel Les for Ombres eyeshadow quads a lot of times. Like there's so many celebrities that wear these quads, that the makeup artists use these quads. And a long time ago, I used to own one of these Chanel quads, and it was like a dark black and it had like a gray in it. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful quad and I used it a lot. But they're $62 for 4 shadows. And I think now I'm spoiled with getting like big eyeshadow palettes for $120 and getting so many shadows in it. Even if it's like 15 shadows or even 10 shadows, I just feel like that's so much more than 4 for 62 that I've kind of gotten spoiled. So that's why I wouldn't buy it. But I do really want to try this again because I remember liking it. So this is one that I wanted before the other Chantecaille foundation released. This is the Future Skin. This is $78 US dollars. Now, I wanted this one really bad, and I almost bought this one too. Now, I heard that this one is supposed to be very skin-like. I also have mentioned this one a lot on Makeup on the Red Carpet, and I actually didn't even know how to pronounce Chantecaille. I was like, it's Chantecaille, you know, because I had never heard of this brand before because it's so high end. But as I've been doing this more and more, I've actually heard it multiple times now. So now I know how to pronounce it. And I actually have been wanting this before I even knew how to pronounce the name of the brand because I've heard it used on so many celebrities. And I know that it's supposed to be a more natural foundation, which I don't go for foundations that are like super full coverage, but I also don't go for ones that are super natural either. So I'm kind of like a medium coverage girl. So this isn't even like my style, but I kind of want it. All right, so let's talk about one of the foundations that I've heard is Oprah's favorite foundation. So that's why I want it. Koh-Gen-Do. This is the Aqua foundation from Koh-Gen-Do. It's $77 for the foundation, which is not horrible considering Oprah says that it's good, you know? It's like you would expect that this is gonna be like $500. So it's not like horrible, but at the same time, like I know that I'm not gonna buy this, but I've wanted to try it because Oprah says it's good. Oprah says it's good. All right, so now this one is one that I've been wanting for a long time. And if I'm saying this name wrong, I'm sorry, but it's Clos de Peau. And this is a very popular concealer. $70 for this concealer. And a lot of celebrities wear this concealer. And I've heard about this concealer for a very long time, and I've heard that it's so good. But at the same time, you wonder, you know, for 70 bucks, that's a lot of money. So I'm wondering like what kind of skincare elements are inside of this concealer that are gonna make my eyes look amazing for $70, but I've wanted it and I still want it. And I've heard really good things about this. Like I would love for Santa to just say, hey, you know what? You wanted that? Oh yeah, let's just drop it off. This one has been on my list for years and I have not been able to do it. It's the Sultan de Chanel. This is a bronzing makeup base from Chanel that costs $50, which is not crazy, but I never pick it up because it's just like a bronzing base. It's like a cream bronzer that I've never picked up, but I've really wanted. And I don't know why I haven't pulled the plug on the $50 because I think I could probably do that one, but something inside of me says don't. But I would love to try it. Like I honestly would. And this has been on my list for a long time. And I know a lot of people really like this. So if you have this, tell me below that I should buy it. All right, so this is the one that my mom owns and she loves. So this is from Sisley. This is the Double Tenseur Power Lifting and Priming Skincare. It's a primer that costs $192. I know. My mom went to the Sisley counter and she wanted to buy a primer and they recommended this one to her and she didn't even know how much it was going to cost. And when she paid for it, she was like, oh my gosh, I just bought a $200 primer. This better be amazing. And she says that at first you don't think it is, but as you start using it, you do start saying, wow, this is amazing. So supposedly my mom vouches for this. She's in her 60s and she loves it. Now, I don't think I need this type of primer yet, but would I love to try it? Yeah. Okay, so this is just because I've heard so much about this brand. This is by Terry. This is the Hyaluronic Tinted Hydra-Powder. It's $60. I don't even like loose powders, but there's something about it saying hyaluronic in it that makes me want to be like, wow, so that must be like a really refreshing, like water feeling powder. And it's by Terry. And by Terry's like one of those brands that you hear of so often that they're so luxurious that I really want to try it. But it's $60 and it's a powder. It's a powder. And it's loose. So it's probably going to fly everywhere. All right, guys, Chantecaille one more time because I really wanted this so bad when this collection released, and I actually saw it on Michelle Wang's channel, and I was like, I want those. Like, I want them. They're $52 and they're the Chantecaille Luminescent Eye Shades. And they're like based off of animals, and there's one that's an elephant and it's gray and it's beautiful. Even like the embossing is like the skin of the animal. It's so beautiful and luxurious and delicious, but $52 for one shade that I won't use all the time. So if Santa wants to bring it, that's cool, but Christina's probably not gonna buy it. This is a foundation that's pretty pricey, but I don't know why I don't pull the plug on this one either. This is from La Mer. Actually, I do know why I don't pull the plug. This is $120, and this is their soft fluid long wear foundation. I've seen this one at Sephora, but the reason I haven't bought in this one, and I do want it, is because I wanted to try a sample at Sephora, and they told me that La Mer does not allow for samples, so I couldn't take a sample of it. So I didn't know what color to buy. But then I wanted to try like 2 of the colors to see which one I wanted because it's $120. And I didn't want to buy it, try it, and then have to return it to get like another color. So I was like, wow, so you don't let me take a sample, so now I'm not going to buy it. So I ended up not buying it. But it's not like I don't want it. I still want this one. But anyways, guys, that is my entire list of extremely luxurious makeup that if Santa were to drop off on my counter or somebody were to just bring me, I would totally take it. I mean, like, this is stuff that I really would love to try, but I do know that it's very pricey, and I do know that some of it is just like a little too pricey, you know what I mean? So anyways, I would love to know, what is your luxurious wish list? Like, if you were able to just have this super luxurious makeup just show up at your door and just pop right in front of you, what would you want? And would it be any of the ones that I mentioned? I want to know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, don't forget to thumbs up the video. It does help the video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.